CNN recently announced another round of layoffs as the cable news company continues to lose viewers by the tons. Do they make it, okay, let's put it in perspective. When we're talking about them losing, all they're really saying is, gee whiz, we made $1 billion less than we did the year before. And so because of that, they've now put Licht in charge of it, who has he has absolutely zero experience with trying to take a company that's failed and put it on its feet again. Only thing Licht does, by the way, he used to be one of the producers for my ex-law partner, Joe Scarborough. Did you know that?
No, I did
Yeah.
not.
So that's his experience. But now what he's done is he said, I'm going to come in and I'm going to save this company. I don't know if it's savable at this point.
No, and they have no idea what they really want to do with it either. You know, they say, oh, well, we're going to move more to the center, but they don't even know what the center is. Then they say, well, maybe we'll move a little bit to the right. Maybe we'll just move to actual investigative journalism, which that would be great. If you actually want to be the network of investigative journalism.
Do news again.
Yeah.
Do news again. How about that?
Put people on the ground in the conflict areas like we used to see in the 60s. I know it's dangerous, but that is news. That is reporting. People in the field.
Okay, Zucker came in and he said, we're going to make it. It's called quick profits, bad planning. Okay, it was quick profits, bad planning. Quick profits were everybody hates Trump. Okay, like that's a headline. Yeah, we know everybody hates Trump, but you don't need Brian Steller and Jake Tapper and the same folks every day saying we hate Donald Trump. The world hates Donald Trump, but give us some damn news. Give us a reason to tune in. I don't want to hear what's on top of that little freak Steller's head every day. I want to report the news.
Well, and part of the problem too is they would just talk about it, make fun of him, talk about, oh, this is just so bad that he says these things. Right, because you can address those things, because I do it every day, but you can tie it into bigger issues. And if you can do that and make it a real story, then it could be worthwhile. Of course, you don't want to oversaturate it. But I think Jay Rosen, professor of journalism, NYU, we've actually had him on Ring of Fire in the past. Yeah. He had the best point when he said CNN was enjoying this sugar high on Donald Trump.
That's exactly right.
And then, you're suddenly out of candy. And then you come crashing down.
Okay, Zucker has destroyed this network.
Yeah.
And now he's moved on. God knows, I don't know where he is right now, but the business, the media business doesn't really care. He was a big name. We're going to move him to some new position. He'll find a new position. But the big question for CNN is, how do you take a news agency and report the news again when the public is so tribal? They're so damn polarized that if we even suggest, as far to the left as you and I are, if we suggest there's a story that maybe the Democrats did something wrong, there's pandemonium among our followers. But the point is, how do you ever get to the point where it's almost it's so polarized that you can't tell a story that this part of the public believes is offensive.
Well, and the problem is the media created that problem. The media polarized itself and then polarized the country. And now that the media is realizing, we can't sustain ourselves on this anymore, they can't go back to normal because of the problem they created. CNN with Crossfire back in the early 2000s.
That was okay in a little bit, but now it's 24/7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they helped push us to that before Fox News was doing it, way before MSNBC was doing it, and now they're stuck.
Murdoch came in with the formula. Okay, he was doing it in Australia. He comes to the U.S. and say, hey, let me do Fox News. And then, although it worked, I don't know how it works for Fox News. It obviously doesn't work for liberal media. And I don't know why nobody seems to get that. It kind of reminds me of the Air America days, when it was me and Rachel Maddow and Chuck D and got a great lineup of people doing those shows. We knew we couldn't make it because it had to do with the liberal formula that's a problem for the media right now.
Yeah.